Hello, I'm Ann Keeler Evans. The priestess and peacemaker is in with a reading on the bright of the moon using the Major Arcana deck from my Peacemaker's Tarot for the 21st century. Each night, I draw one card asking us to think differently about furthering our journey on the peace path. The bright of the moon has arrived and it's time to dance in its beauty. Night 1, count your blessings. Night 2, celebrate the peace path and your work. Night 3, commit with new vision to the peace you pass. Following these 3 readings, I offer a consolidation reading reviewing the arc and combined possibilities of these 3 cards. How will you adjust your course for peacemaking with the moon from this reading? Welcome to the 3rd night of the full moon, which I'm celebrating in the most fabulous place ever in Antarctica. I have no words. Well, I have a lot. I'm a poet. You know me, I have a lot. And there will be poems that come out, but I am working very hard not to take any photos so that I come home and that I take every opportunity I can here to write and to sit down and create a group of writings that are about this unbelievable, testing, mind-blowing, words that I try not to, well, it's mind-blowing. Yeah. You know, it was a movie. No, this is an entire landscape. An emptiness so vast and yet rich with inhabitants. And no one to tell their stories. And yet they continue to live their lives. So, in the committal, what we got on the 3rd night of the full moon is discipline, which is exactly what we got on the 3rd night of the new moon that just passed, of this new moon. Discipline, true discipline in all its meanings, rigor, field of study, application of knowledge, art, is a practice you undertake in order to build skills to achieve peace. Choose peace consistently. Start with a small practice and grow it into an art and calling. Invest in it and sacrifice for it. Make it your joy. Notice. Practice the forms and find the combinations that work for you. Only then can you begin to know and use the form to apply your talents in ways that are your own. How do we start that? Through repetition. We begin with the basics and the fundamentals. What is this life you're building? What is this peacemaking practice that you're building? Figure out the little pieces of it. What are the important things? What are your gifts and how can you practice them? Even the simplest of the grand movements eventually need to be broken down to the smallest ones. Repeat over and over and over again and incorporate them into your being. And then there's choreography. Learn and internalize those steps, put them together in ways that work for you. We have such different minds and bodies and spirits. Make combinations and interpretations that work for you. Find your own peace dance. And it's so wonderful when you've learned your little bitty places, your little bitty steps, and then it moves into a sweeping whole. Then people think it's just a sweeping whole, as opposed to piece after piece after piece, I-E-C-E, piece after piece after piece, P-E-A-C-E, that you have practiced and you've pulled together. Last year, about this time, we were watching Olympians
do their, was it last year? Did we see skating last year? Now I don't remember. But when we see the skating, and we just see this one fluid line of things. But no, it's tiny, tiny, tiny bits. Or we see the gymnastics, which we did see last year. And what is the discipline of that? And how and why do we commit to that discipline? And down here, when you see this beauty, this vastness, this unfathomable place, you must commit to it, to what it has to teach us, and to allow ourselves to be in a place of unfathomable peace. It's really beyond words. I am not an easy crier, and I have been swept away. So, committing to discipline. Unbelievable.
Find out more about me at annkeelerevans.org. Support me at patreon.com, Ann Keeler Evans. Following the moon is a lovely way to measure and celebrate life's beauty and bounty. Please join me. Salam, shalom, peace, and blessed be.